Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. As part of its public awareness campaign, the Department of Physical Planning and Environment is hosting its public consultation sessions 2024. The first session was held on August 22nd at the Franklin Bound Community Center at Camps Village, while the second session was held on September 18th at the Gingerland Secondary School. Deora Pemberton is the department's director.
One of the main tenets of the Nevis Physical Planning and Development Control Ordinance is that there be fair, equitable, transparent development and application process with the aim of preserving the natural and cultural heritage of the island of Nevis. For this reason, we thought it necessary to reach out to the general public to share some information with regards to the requirements for development, what is expected of you as an applicant or prospective applicant for the development on the island of Nevis. And basically to answer some of your questions, indicate to you what are some of your rights and responsibilities in hope that the application for development process is much smoother.
The sessions include presentations on why planning is necessary, the role of the Department of Physical Planning and Environment, physical planning and development control strategies, factors that are considered during building approval, the importance of accurate information on development application plans, important points for service providers, planning analysis, the Nevis Physical Planning and Development Control Regulations, and the responsibilities of the electrical inspector. The NIA's Minister of Physical Planning and Environment is the Honorable Spencer Brand.
Through these consultations, we have the opportunity to voice our concerns, share our ideas, and contribute to the decisions that affect our homes, businesses, and natural resources. The planning process involves careful consideration of numerous factors, including land use, environmental impact, and community needs.
Minister Brand says by engaging with the Department of Physical Planning and Environment, stakeholders can ensure that Nevis is a place where economic growth and environmental stewardship go hand in hand.
Public consultations are designed to gather diverse perspectives. Each of us has a unique insight based on our experiences and aspirations. Whether you are a long-time resident, a business owner, or a newcomer to our island, your voice matters. Moreover, the planning process is not static. It is a dynamic undertaking, so I urge everyone to engage actively in this consultation. Ask questions, share your thoughts, and listen to others. Together we can foster a planning process that not only respects our heritage and environment, but also paves the way for a vibrant, sustainable future for Nevis.
The sessions are open to persons who are stakeholders in any development. This includes homeowners and prospective homeowners, bankers, insurance agents, architects, surveyors, and contractors. The final session will be held at 5 p.m. on October 3rd at the Red Cross building in Charlestown. A two-member team from the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, visited Nevis in the early part of September when they learned about the state of agriculture on the island. The executive director of CARDI, Ansari Hussein, spoke of the reason behind the visit.
It is part of the process to really develop a work program for the year 2024-2025 to ensure that what we do in Nevis is really of benefit to the farmers and stakeholders in Nevis and St. Kitts, and to make sure that resources and partnerships are developed and utilized to the best extent possible so that there's no duplication of resources and everyone, all beneficiaries really benefit from the work that we do. in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The executive director noted that a meeting was held with Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Huey Sargent, Assistant Secretary Russell Milnes Gaskell, Deputy Director in the Department of Agriculture, Floyd Liebert, and Marketing Manager in the Department of Agriculture, Shariska Rodriguez, to discuss the way forward.
We have developed the framework for our program for 2025, which includes evaluation of corn varieties, heat-tolerant varieties of tomatoes, utilizing forages, developing forage-based feeding systems for small ruminants, looking into the introduction of high-quality ruminant stock, that is sheep and goat, into the island of Nevis. We also are looking at the possibility of establishing seed gardens, coconut seed gardens, that is, to ensure that the coconut industry in Nevis go back to the way it was in the years gone by, where you had a very productive copper industry. Right now, one of the challenges on Nevis and St. Kitts, and throughout the Caribbean as a matter of fact, is that there's not enough coconut water available, and we need to get the production of coconuts and the coconut industry to a level where you are able to supply enough water to the consumers, as well as supported the copper industry in terms of the bakeries and oils and so on. We also look at climate smart systems where we could utilize, for example, the container type farming to ensure that the crops that we grow are in a more controlled environment.
Jean Knight, agriculture field technician on St. Kitts, who also represented CARDI, was also part of the meeting. Still to come,
the Health Promotion Unit, we're here at the VOJN Primary School, where we are having our inaugural school mini-camp.
We'll give you the details after this break.
The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 32 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbees.
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, will host his next press conference on Thursday, September 26th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Penis Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The Premier's press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV Channel 99, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. Nevis's Health Promotion Unit held its inaugural School Health Carnival on Friday, September 20th at the Violet O. Jeffers Nichols VOJN Primary School. Senior Health Educator Chevron Nisbet explains.
So we wanted to do an activity that included children learning the importance of doing health screenings, because usually when we have our screenings, it's mostly adults. And so we decided to do it at the school level so children can get accustomed to the idea of screening, doing their pressure checks, their sugar checks, BMI, and they understand the importance of why the adults do it and why the importance of them doing it themselves.
The inaugural School Health Carnival also involved physical activities, including a fitness level test.
We had them doing jumping jacks, skipping, push-ups, and things of that sort to see how much they can do. Of course, because they're young and they're children, they can do a lot more than the adults. We also decided to teach them games that we used to play back in the day, such as Plum in the Middle, Rounders, Mississippi, and games and the bounce off the ball, wall ball game that we had. We also had face painting to encourage them to do some of the activities. And once they take part in one of the activities, they get some tickets, and these tickets can help them to take part in a lucky dip where they can win prizes, as well as they get grand prizes once they accumulate a certain amount of tickets. So we had a good turnout. We decided to do it today, Friday the 20th, the last day in the week, and the children were excited. They were taking part in the different activities, and they were all excited to get their pressure checked. They got their sugar checked. Most of them were kind of scared about the little prick, but they got over it once it was done, and they were excited to learn some of the games that we did. So we are happy that our pilot school was VOJN, and their participation was good, and we're looking forward to doing this again with another school.
That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes.